You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know He's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Folks, as you join us, do your WZYE civic duty, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
To our cherished listeners, partners, and the entire WZYE family, we extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering support throughout our journey. Special recognition goes to key pillars of our community, Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and Mr. COPs whose vision and dedication helped transform a humble beginning of just 5 listeners into the influential voice we are today. At WZYE 95.9 FM, we don't merely broadcast, we pioneer. We are committed to delivering the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Our promise remains clear. We originate. We do not imitate. More than a radio station, We are a movement. We are a community united by shared values. And above all, we are a family bound by integrity, purpose, and a relentless drive to uplift. Reaching 20,000 subscribers is a testament to your trust. We pledge to honor it by continuing to challenge the status quo, amplify authentic voices, and serve the people with courage and conviction. As we move forward, we ask you to hold fast to what matters. Stand for something. Keep the fire of passion alive in your hearts. May God continue to bless you and your families. Together, we rise. The WZYE 95.9 FM family, where truth ignites community.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, that, and the diaspora, and by extension globally, that we'll bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we also put that in words for you, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal, the young man himself. You want to know, and he's Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how are you doing today?
Very good, thank you. And your good self?
I am splendiferous, trumandiferous, marvelous. Tommy, I already get my 5 miles in today. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I'm good to go. I get my protein for the morning. I got my tonic for the morning. So
you got everything, your tonic, your vitamins, everything.
I'm good and ready to go. Yeah, correct is right. Yes, CUP should be joining us shortly. And Tommy, I'd also send out the notice kind of late last night.
I observed.
Yeah, and who do you see in first there?
Tara Brandon at 6:08 a.m.
All right. So what it is that on the other one, on the main one, Monica Ramkisoon was in at 4:07 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 4:07 a.m. If that is not loyalty, let me get Monica a round of applause. If that is not loyalty, Tommy, right? Something missing. Something had. Let me get Monica a round of applause. Monica, take this. Take this, Monica. Because Tommy, at that time in the morning, I don't know if I had a snore, but I know I was in some sort of deep sleep thinking about when I get up in the morning, I had to go and run my 5 miles. You understand? After I drink my smoothie and my water in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Monica already up, and ready to go, boy. Yeah, up and ready. Yeah, Monica, I had to give you a round of applause for that. I had to give you a round. And listener, it's not just Monica, but so 4:07, Monica. Bless good morning, everyone. Monica was first. Monica was second. Bless Sunday, Uncle Tommy, Wall Street, COP, and all in the village. Monica. Then Tara was in. Tara came right.
Monica was on Facebook.
No, YouTube.
Wow, I wonder why Tara Brandon shows up first on mine.
Yeah. Tara was on YouTube too. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
6:08 a.m., right?
Yep.
Then Hafiz Mohammed. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy Wall Street COP. Merry Christmas. 6:25 a.m.
Yep.
you know, we have to give all it. We appreciate the loyalty, We really and truly do appreciate the loyalty.
Of
We
course
really
we
and
do.
yeah, we don't. Hafiz Mohammed, yeah.
For a little while he was in there, and then Donna Gocking.
Correct is right. Donna Gawkins, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP. Bless. Good afternoon to you all. Stay safe. Yeah, Donna Gawkins. Yeah. This is then Bennett Thomas. Good
Yeah.
afternoon, Professor Wall Street. Uncle Tommy is a COP and all in the village. Yeah. Then Clinton Williams. He said, "Whoa, Tara is our boss. Blessings to Professor Worship, Uncle Tommy, and the village. Blessings including COP. Yeah, Tara is our boss." Caribbean Soul next. Good afternoon, WZYE TV and listeners. Welcome, Caribbean Soul. Rajendra Maharaj. Blessing, good afternoon, Professor Worship, Uncle Tommy, and COP. Bless. Same to you, man. Judy Ali, welcome. Hey, Wall Street, Tommy, and COP. Welcome to you. Caribbean Soul say Rowley strikes again. Somebody need to tell that man wean himself off the government. Correct is right, And Tommy, I did an editorial on it. I'm playing that whole editorial there, folks. I'm playing that whole editorial and Tommy, it's interesting, eh? Clyde Weatherhead also did an editorial. I'm going to play that as well. Minister Barry Padarat responded to Rowley as well. I mean, Tommy, you feel the fellas decided to distract us. You feel he has decided to distract us.
That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing.
Tommy, hold on. Larry, we on the program. I guess I'll have to call you back.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy. Is it that he's purposely doing this to distract us from all the good work that the government is doing?
Of course.
So they seem like I've planned something. We decide that, you know what? I'm going out today and I could just put out something to see if we could distract us from all the excellent work the government is doing. You remember just a few days ago, the PNM propagandist was talking about where they getting money from to pay the PSA for back pay before Christmas, and they're not getting money before Christmas. What do you remember that?
Now that they've gotten the money, they're trying other tricks.
Correct is right. Yeah? Caribbean social Volsang like you going shopping today. You have to put those presents under the tree, else it looks like pee from the madam. We Caribbean soul, you mean Volsang had to go and buy the gift to them under the tree? You had to pack, you had to wrap them too? Volsang, Caribbean soul exposing your boy. It looks like peas. Nah, you could use pea too. That's all right. Looks like pea, man. Yeah. Gordon Gangachana Dryden Joseph says, God after lunch or after church. I hope that you and yours are better than good, especially if you and God had a real good time this morning. Because it's all about him. A king was born and his son was given. His son was given. I wonder if you mean S-O-N. I think he mean S-O-N, you know. Right, Tommy? I think that's a typo. The son was given. Or maybe he's talking about the son. So let me don't talk for him, eh? Maybe he's talking about the son. The son was given. I don't know. Maybe the sun was too hot and it was given. I don't know. All right. Whatever. Look, Volsang Reach. Good afternoon, Tara from Florida. Bennett, Clinton, Hafiz, Donna, Soul. Clinton, Volsang, Caribbean Soul just stated that the reason why you came in at that time is because you went to buy Christmas presents for your family, and somehow the missus had you, if you don't do it, you had to put the presents under the tree, or else you go get licks like peas from the madam. I'm just reading what Caribbean Soul said there, so I don't want to get between you and him, but that's what he wrote. Right? Just cool. Good afternoon, Wall Street Tommy. Good afternoon to you as well as COP. Oh, Sang City Assassin. Who is that? Who is that, boy? Edison Prince, welcome. He corrected. He corrected. He says son was given. Because when I say son, I thought, you know, somebody got a present from the sun. You know? I don't know. Monica Ramki soon said, bless Sunday, everyone. Chris Sukhu says, good afternoon, Professor Warshik, Uncle Thomas, COP, and everyone in the chat. This is Charmaine from New York. What part of New York, Charmaine? Judy Ari says, hello, Wall Street, Tommy, COP. Hello to you, Judy. Mr. Intellectual, blessed afternoon, Professor, Uncle T, COP, and all villagers. Hope you all are having a super special Sunday filled with all of God's choicest blessings. Just cool, say HD, good afternoon. Lucky Lal, welcome. Pleasant good day to all. Pleasant good day to you as well.
Same to you, Lucky Lal.
Hanif says, excellent editorial, Professor Wall Street. Just cool, city growly, have no shame. Yeah, Tommy. Oh, I was asking the question. Do you think, let me finish with the chat here. Rajendra Raj, pleasant good afternoon, Lucky Lal. Yeah, go ahead.
Do I think that they're running interference?
Yeah. I'm wondering.
Definitely.
Tara Brandon said, blessed afternoon to all my lovely family in the village. Yeah, because, I mean, all in a sudden, you didn't look at your past and all the different things that you did. You talk about a woman like a golf course, right? You talk about, and the significant thing is that while the prime minister was, when the current prime minister was prime minister between 2010 2015, the significant impact she have had on things that he called himself, he could be the blackest man in Trinidad and Tobago, but black people suffer more than anything else under him. You know, and I don't know, boy. I don't know. You gotta get off of that credit, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Just cool. I wouldn't be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised if the US revoke his US visa. I wouldn't be surprised. That is just the way, that is the environment that we are in today. That's the environment. Yeah. You understand? If you're gonna talk bad about the US, there's possible consequences of your actions. So you have to know that. I mean, whether it's right or it's wrong, you know, that is besides the point. But there that, and they can decide who should get it, who shouldn't have it, right?
Yep.
That's their
And they have rights.
yeah, correct. Mr. Intellectual said, blessed afternoon, world Batman, so cool. I see Batos here. I see Batos. Paul some say, Raul, I can't distract the free thinkers. You only success with the vacuous mind. Okay. Monica said, Wall Street, Susan and Val was there before 12 a.m. last night.
Wow.
I didn't see it. You see it?
Nope.
I mean, you see it. Gordon Gangachana Dryden Joseph says, my Chumakanian friend will tell us how he handled the many who were asking him, why don't you give the government a chance to breathe? What, Tommy?
Make sense? Or nonsense?
Drop the sense. What? Caribbean Soul, can you translate that for us, please? I'm gonna leave it up on the screen for like 30 seconds. That's a comment by Gordon Dryden Gangachana Joseph. I don't know what exactly you mean. Anyway, Caribbean Soul go translate it and let me know. Caribbean Soul says, I don't think Rowley distracting us.
What do you think?
I believe he is defending his so-called independent CARICOM friends that have been in love with parties throughout the Caribbean. Okay. All right. I don't know.
Wow.
Vishnu Pandit, welcome. Good afternoon, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, COP, and everyone in the village. Keep up the great work you're doing, always locked on and listening. Thank you very much, Vishnu.
Good afternoon, Vishnu.
Oh, okay. Man had to correct it twice. A son. Let me see something. If you type in something, let me just check something here. Folks, I want to check something. Give me 1 minute. Now think about this, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
S-O-N is son, right?
Yes.
S
Meaning offspring.
Right. S-U-N is son, right?
Which
Now,
is
go ahead.
Which is the thing that's hot like fire.
Right. So the U, the I, and then the O. Is it possible that you wanted to type the O and you went 2 letters over and type the U?
Quite possible.
Yeah, it's quite possible. But that fella boy, I saw you for him, you know. I saw you for that fella boy. But if you think education is expensive,
Ignorance.
correct is right. That's all I had to say. You know? Okay, so Volsan complaining now. Monica, and yet again, we leave that right there. You're complaining again. You're complaining.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Monica, can't believe someone practically living in church just talk so much nonsense. True enough. Charmaine, I think Chris Sukuse from Richmond Hill, Queens.
Okay.
My brother live in Richmond Hill now. The shorter says, good afternoon, guys. Marsha Walker said the PNM collected 135, is that million from property tax. Please tell her it was 190 million. She lied just like the PM. So Volsang responded to Caribbean Soul. Soul, I might like the licks fall, you know. Fat Soul, good afternoon. Volsang said Walsh Rowlier is and has been a non-entity. He is to public space as dry journalist to this program. Eh, did you see the next one, Brong, and his comments on Kamala? Yeah, I saw that. It'll be so much there. Yeah, there's how to pick and choose.
Yeah, you can't fight every battle.
Yeah, you can't fight every battle. Battles, yeah, they were there early yesterday. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to, when I send out the thing, I'm gonna actually have to take a look myself and screenshot to make sure that the right person is getting credit for being there at the time they are there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right if people are taking the time to go there and we getting it wrong. So we have to fix that. We go fix it.
Yep.
Yeah, we have to fix that. We go fix it. So just cool said the ferry to replace the Cavos car named Blue Wave Harmony will look how the blue will play on PNM Tobago mine. So the guy won already. The Blue Wave Harmony. Let me see. The ferry, the new ferry in Trinidad. The Blue Wave Harmony. Give me some facts. Give me some facts about it. Let me see what it comes up here. Radha Ragunanan, welcome. Welcome.
Yep.
Okay, so here it is. Here are some verified facts about the ferry Blue Wave Harmony, noting that it's not currently associated with Trinidad, but rather a seagoing vessels used internationally. So this is just what it is, eh? The Blue Wave Harmony is a roll-on, roll-off passenger cargo ferry, originally launched in 1991 as European Seaway. It has also carried the name Sea Anatolia before becoming the Blue Wave Harmony after being acquired by Blue Wave Corporation. The ship was built in Germany, length approximately 180 meters. That's pretty long. Beam width about 28 to 29 meters. Gross tonnage around 22,986. Speed around 21 knots. Passenger capacity originally around 200 passengers and cabins on board, with capacity also for freight vehicles and cargo. It currently sails under the the Panama flag. After decades as an European ferry, the first vessel was sold and re-registered, then entered commercial service in Central America with Blue Wave Corporation. In 2023, it began operations linking El Salvador and Costa Rica on what was called the Ruta Bicentenario service, aimed at facilitating cargo and export-import freight logistics between the two countries. All right. All right. So there you have it. A little information about Blue Wave Avenue, which I don't know. So I'm just reading from what was put there in the chat.
We'll find out as time goes on.
Yeah, correct is right. Okay. Anthony Ford with an E, welcome. Blessed evening, Professor Wall Street. And Uncle Tommy.
Same to you, my friend.
Judy Ali, your answer to your question is yes. Anne-Marie Boland. Anne-Marie Boland, where you joining us from? That name sounds new, right, Tommy?
Yep.
Good afternoon, Anthony. I mean, Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie, where you joining us from? Santa Cruz, good afternoon. Santa Cruz, hi, Julie. I'm so tired. Thought I'll finish everything today, but there was wishful thinking. You okay? Google Blue Wave Harmony to replace Cabo Star. All right. All right, I'm going to do that. Blue Wave Harmony to replace Cabo Star. Blue Wave Harmony to replace Cabo Star. All right. I ain't got nothing, huh?
Not yet.
Not yet. Where was that information? Just cool. Which papers?
Let me see if I find anything.
Yeah. Okay, Anne-Marie said she from Port of Spain. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Beulah, welcome. Good afternoon, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street COP listening. How are you doing, Beulah?
Good.
Yeah. Blue is the code in Tobago. COP supposed to be joining us.
From Tobago?
Huh?
From Tobago?
Oh, COP?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Blue is the code in Tobago. So, folks, I want to start off, Tommy, with this editorial here by Clyde Weatherhead, right? And I'm also going to play my editorial as well. But take a listen to Clyde Weatherhead editorial on Dr. Rowley's post on his Facebook page today, right? And so let's take a listen to this.
My response to the latest post by Dr. Keith Rowley on the present PM and government kowtowing to the U.S. brazen might makes right aggression against Venezuela and our neighbors in our region. An editorial by Clyde Weatherhead. Dr. Keith Rowley, when you accepted that the same U.S. government had a right to dictate another country's, Venezuela, right to deal with its own resources as it saw fit, and you gratefully accepted an OFAC license from Uncle Sam to be able to access Venezuelan gas, you didn't have a care about Venezuela's sovereign rights over its own resources and to decide with whom and under what conditions it will allow access to their resources. You were also about TNT first, just like the current PM. When you were trying to play games with our sovereignty and trying to dance between superpowers, China and the US, you didn't care about the dangers you were exposing our people to. When you renewed SOFA and 4 other military agreements with the same US government and its Southcom military force, You did not disclose to us, the citizens, the content and implications of those military deals, just like this PM is doing. When you were manipulating our constitution and your own party's constitution to place your anointed successor, and manipulated your party's constitution to remove a chief secretary in Tobago and put your anointed Dennis in his place, you never anticipated that the people would have responded by voting you and your party massively out of office, giving the special majority you now complain about to the UNC. Yet, you now want to play self-righteous and indignant. You, hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Matthew 7 verse 4. By your arrogance and disdain for the people of this country, by your anti-people and anti-democratic authoritarian rule, you paved the way for this PM and her government who, cut from the same cloth, just more blatant and brass-faced, pursue the same authoritarian rule. So, Dr. Rowley, unless you are prepared to be self-critical and admit your own arrogant authoritarian role and consequences, please let our people deal with the present dangers you facilitated without your interference.
So there you have it, folks. The first editorial talking about him and basically, why did that?
By Clyde Weatherhead.
By Clyde Weatherhead. There we go. You see? Right? So, hold on 1 minute there. Oh, why this thing? Yes. All right, that's all right. I'll go over here. Tutorial there by Clyde Weatherhead. Yeah? And so, you know, what are your comments? What are you guys thinking about what happened there with Dr. You know what this told me? I just feel that it's a concerted effort by Dr. Rowley to stay in the limelight and
conversation.
Yes, and do these things willingly. Do it willingly. Right? Because let me see something here. Hold on, Bueller said, just saw some trucks and other vehicles on the road giving stuff, toys to children. I was so happy. Every time you see poor children get toys, etc. to kids. Bless, God bless and continues to bless the UNC. Anthony Ford said, Profs, I read your 2 editorials and you were so on. Okay. Let me Tommy, you think the former prime minister know exactly what he's doing?
Absolutely. He knows what he's doing.
All right. Somehow again 2 screens here. All right, let me do this.
Close one.
Yeah, that's what I have to do. Let me close this one. Let me close this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so folks, I want to believe, right, that former Prime Minister Rowley knows exactly what he's doing and is trying to create distractions to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. knowing that his party is basically dead in the water. Penny's too weak to be the opposition leader. Too weak. But as a matter of fact, Tommy, it's interesting, right? Let me show you guys this. This is funny. This is kind of funny. Let me see this. No. I'm gonna get this one right here. Hold on, yeah, here we go. Right? So so here we have the opposition leader whispering to Prime Minister Rowley, please leave us alone. Right? Please leave us alone. Yeah. Even though this was AI generated, yes, it was AI generated. That's exactly what the people of Trinidad believe. Please leave us alone. We kick all you out. We don't want no parts of all you again. And poor, weak Penny Beckers. Poor weak. She don't know what to do. She still, Tommy, haven't said one word yet to Dr. Rowley. Look, Dr. Rowley come out again and making statements.
You think he's feared that much?
Who's that? Rowley?
Yep.
Actions speak louder than words. Nobody have said anything so far. No one. Not one dog back. So maybe he's still pulling the strings.
He's a puppet master.
It looked like he's the puppet master. Yeah? Yeah, he's the puppet master. So, Anthony Forte, Professor, when I see that, I laugh. Yeah. Let me see this here. What's this here? Oh, no? Okay. Stuart Young. Caribbean soul says Stuart Young, like he jealous, a woman whispering in his. Oh, God. Yeah. And when Santa Cruz say back to move weak belly, Penny is a bloody failure. That's why Royal believes he can attack Kamala. Yeah. You can say what you want. You can say what you want. And Marie Boland said Rowley needs to go back in his hole. Old song say, Anna, a parang in your house for Christmas.
Okay. Parang alone?
I guess so. I don't know. Coffee time over to call Rowley. What are you calling Rowley for?
Maybe she set him up to answer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting to me that we have a leader who is doing so. And Tommy, think about this, right? The latest. You all remember when they say that there's no way the government will be able to pay that back pay before Christmas?
True.
No way. Remember that? There's no way we'll be able to do that. Look what happened.
They were so sure they left no money.
Correct. Yeah. And it get done, right? Of course, they go shift the goalpost now and say, well, why should they pay them in bonds, or pay them in kind? Why should they do that? Right? The goalpost is always shifting with respect to the propagandists of the PNM. But they could do all the propagandas they want. The government continues to move forward, right, and do the right by the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So all the propagandists could do what they want. The government just continue to do what it's supposed to do to benefit the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And that is all we can ask for, right? The government doing the right thing to benefit Trinidad and Tobago. And there are people, even though things are happening, the country is on the move, right? They still gonna go and find something. They still will find things to talk about. But folks, we are on the right track. You know, things. Oh, you know, Tommy, they was trying to find to talk things about the Christmas party too. Where they getting money from? They say they have no money for no Christmas party. How come the Minister of Public Utilities throwing a Christmas party for his staff? There's always something they're gonna find, because folks, do not forget it. Do not forget. We want to remind you guys, do not forget
that the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Hear that? That is true, you know. Propagandists all over the place. Makila Pandey, propagandists. Oh, Tommy, you see the other fella out there in the one who tried to get a YouTube channel shut down, Pierce Robinson. You see the propaganda he put up too? We have an editorial about that too. But you know, it's so much to do, folks. Folks, I have to be honest.
I think I listened to that editorial.
Yeah, there's so much to do. We can't even start, right, to do all the things that we want to do. So we have to pick and choose. We have to pick and choose, right? Makila Pandey, right? Editorial on that, right? We have the $1 billion Cabo Star scandal, right? By the editorial by Ken Ali. Folks, there is just so much. It's never ending. But stick and stay. We're gonna give you guys a lot today. There's a lot to cover. Stick and stay. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. COP should be joining us. He should be joining us. We'll see. But don't forget, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
And also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live. We thank you.
We'll be right back, folks. Stick and stay. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE. We originate, not imitate.
To our cherished listeners, partners, and the entire WZYE family, we extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering support throughout our journey. Special recognition goes to key pillars of our community, Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and Mr. COPs whose vision and dedication helped transform a humble beginning of just 5 listeners into the influential voice we are today. At WZYE 95.9 FM, we don't merely broadcast, we pioneer. We are committed to delivering the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Our promise remains clear. We originate. We do not imitate. More than a radio station, we are a movement. We are a community united by shared values. And above all, we are a family bound by integrity, purpose, and a relentless drive to uplift. Reaching 20,000 subscribers is a testament to your trust. We pledge to honor it by continuing to challenge the status quo, amplify authentic voices, and serve the people with courage and conviction. As we move forward, we ask you to hold fast to what matters. Stand for something. Keep the fire of passion alive in your hearts. May God continue to bless you and your families. Together, we rise. The WZYE 95.9 FM family, where truth ignites community.
No more red, no more red, no more red, no more red, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see us win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. And we are tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, me bye bye. Bye bye, bring bye bye. I'm a point We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, of the proposals and all the excuses, tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lot, tired of the eyebrows rippling. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see we win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch it for you. No more red, 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 no more red. No more red, no left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more shame, no more pain. We want to see the win, we want the brides again. No more penny again. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. Bye bye, penny, bye bye. We don't vouch for you.
Fun. I'm going come. Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge, it's a ledge. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochen workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubble billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here. Security, the me and them dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, me and them dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying, funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving, me and them dead. Condolences to the Balize, SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector immediately. Three, abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as. Six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, we and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin inside sources say, we and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, we and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. We and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamla say, we and them dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the CARICOM leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock, put them in one big box. We and them dead. Tell them Munilal say, we and them dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the work, no more ice cream and cake. We and them dead, dead, dead. The Red Party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still lawless. One, UNC on a mission. Two, to correct the school system. Three, end poverty and clean up TNT. Four, speed up the housing process. Five, lower taxes. Six, revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamla say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here. Security, PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying, funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving, PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket goes on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead.
Fire! 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 Fraud, fraud, fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week. Fraud, fraud, fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week.
And of course, we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, COPNU, on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Fraud, fraud, fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week.
Yes, folks, that's 973-868-1444, 973-868-1444, or 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. So, folks, you can now add your fraud of the week in the chat, or call with your fraud of the week. Send your voice notes with your fraud of the week. Who is your fraud of the week? I can start with myself. My fraud of the week is no other than the former Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. The biggest fraud of them all. Yeah, the biggest fraud. That is my fraud of the week. And as you submit your fraud of the week, folks, as you submit your fraud of the week, right, we can, I think Tommy's frozen. Yes, he's frozen. So once Tommy gets back in, we will we'll bring him back in. My fraud of the week is no other than, okay, let's take this call. All right. 14, welcome. Point 14, you're inside.
Yes, well, shit, pleasant good day to you and Uncle Tommy wherever he is on the internet and the rest of Trinidad Tobago. Pleasant good day.
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, well, my phone of the day also will be Keith Christopher, Lucifer, Dr. Eva Rowley.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So here we're going on our world shit. I want the people of Trinidad and Tobago who support the PNM to start to live in the reality that they're living in rather than living in a parallel universe that the PNM created. Here we got to understand why it is these so-called leaders and them in the Caribbean supporting Venezuela. I just went and paraphrase from the information that I got by listening to two ageable persons. So I gotta understand one of the reasons why these CARICOM leaders and them making a certain noise about Kamala and she policy and this and that and supporting Maduro. I gotta understand like some debt. I think it was created or sanctioned by Chavez when he was president of Venezuela towards the CARICOM islands and the way with the oil and gas is concerned. Right? And I think Trinidad and Tobago was not part of that because we have our oil and gas here. Right? So it makes sense you go in and sign up for something that you already have. So one of the reasons why I gotta understand why these CARICOM leaders and them supporting Maduro is based on what is the conversation was going, the guys saying like the debt that these CARICOM countries owing Venezuela, what if it's money or whatever, like it's still hanging over their head.
Right.
So that is why they're making the certain noise about our prime minister. Right? And then one of the guys was saying that Kamala is right because America come like we big brother or big sister or godparents.
Correct.
Because we have been indebted to them or trading with them for a very long time because it even have assets here in Trinidad Tobago like Waterfield and stuff and other areas in Chaguamas that belongs to America.
Correct.
Right? So when I get to understand why it is these people and them doing what they're doing, and the guy was saying that Trinidadians have a mentality which is created by the PNM. They politicize everything and not look at the reality, at the things that being played out in front of their eyes.
Correct.
So I say all of that to say this to the average Trinidadian. Please look at the evidence because everything that is being put out there, you can go and research it and check it for yourself. And let me go so far as to say that everything that was taught to us, it was a lie. So what it is you have to do now, you have to question everything, whether it's good or bad. Question it to remove all doubts, right? So Trinidad and Tobago, please, I beg and all it, they are just coming from church and I want all it to, even if all in not sure, talk to God and let God give that wisdom to understand the reality that we live in.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Because this thing right now, people saying but they're frightened and this and that. I tell them, don't be afraid. Because when you're dead, you ain't gonna know if you're alive or if you're dead.
Correct.
All of us have to walk that road one day. But what you have to do now, you have to pray to God that wherever it is have to spill out between America and Venezuela, it shouldn't harm us because we're not in no position to go to war to any country.
Correct. Correct.
You understand?
Yep. Correct is right.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because think about it. What you think about it, right? Let me go back. Let me go to school days. You have somebody bullying, and you have one person bullying another person.
Yeah.
And somebody from our family don't see him, but wait now, why this man when he bullying this man, but he decide now to take a turn behind the bully.
Correct. Yeah.
You understand? That is what going on here when America decided to intervene with Venezuela, because Venezuela was keep bullying Guyana, and then they want us to turn their guns on us.
Yeah.
So America decided, no, by the way, we ain't having this thing.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, man.
Right, watch it. So,
Thank you.
Dr. Listening.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Folks, you know, it's interesting, eh? I think Tommy is frozen. Let me kick Tommy out and he's gonna come back in. He's frozen. Tommy, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I think you went out there for a little bit.
Yeah. I was frozen.
Right. Listen to this, folks. Listen to this, And this is part of my editorial, And this was number 6, the 42 billion trade reality. Rowley conveniently forgets. Rowley attack on Trinidad and Tobago U.S. partnership completely ignores the economic reality he knows perfectly well because he governed under the same conditions. 42 billion annual trade with the United States. $42 billion annual trade with the United States. $3.5 billion trade surplus with the US. And listen to this, folks. You all listen carefully. Don't believe all the propaganda you all hear. 40% of Trinidad and Tobago imports and exports involve the US. Let me repeat that. 40% of Trinidad and Tobago imports and exports involve the US. US is Trinidad and Tobago's largest trading partner. US is Trinidad and Tobago's largest trading partner. Over $1 billion in US investments in Trinidad and Tobago. Over $1 billion in US investments in Trinidad and Tobago. Preferential market access under the Caribbean Basin Initiative. These economic facts, which explain why Trinidad and Tobago maintains close US partnership, were equally true during Rowley's tenure. Yet, he never characterized his own management of this critical relationship as vassalage or obeisance. This double standard exposed political opportunism rather than principal concern. So, folks, we have to take that into consideration. And basically, that's what the Prime Minister took into consideration. And she decided, listen, we, Trinidad and Tobago, is going to decide that we are going to go with our largest trading partners. And the Prime Minister have said, she's not interested in no war. And the thing about it, Tommy, I hear Trinidadians talking about all kind of thing about war. I mean, a man call me and tell me, boy, Wall Street boy, you ain't concerned about the war and this. I said, listen, this very simple. You think Maduro will take God out of his thoughts, and try to start a war with Trinidad and Tobago or even Guyana? You really and truly, all you think so? Nah. I don't understand that, Tommy.
Never happened.
Yeah, I don't understand how they could even think. But then again,
Well, you have before the state rallying and creating a whole lot of anxiety and fear and despair.
Yeah. I will need your help with this, right? I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. Reality always. Why a legend? I don't understand what that means. You know what that means, Tommy? The person is reality always YA legend. This is what he says. I don't know if it's a he or she. You talk all that, but cannot tell us what we benefit from this so-called one-sided fact. Here's an EFA. What is that EFA, Olio? Oh, don't you know what is that EFA?
Maybe somebody in the chat could tell us.
I think I have an idea, you know. Is it a eat a food African maybe? I ain't sure. I'm guessing. Is that what the person is talking about?
Possibly.
You talk all that, but you know, Tommy, what was the quote we just used, Tommy? If you think education is expensive,
try ignorance.
Okay, let me repeat again. For reality always something. 42 billion annual trade with the United States. $42 billion. $3.5 billion trade surplus with the US. 40% of Trinidad and Tobago imports and export involve the US. And let me tell reality something. Reality, you see the 15% tariff that was taken away from Trinidad? Do you know how significantly that benefit consumers in Trinidad and Tobago? But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that, right? Because you're talking about from this so-called one-sided fact. That's one-sided. Or you know what? Reality always is only UNC people that benefit from that. PNM people don't benefit from that. Only UNC people that benefit. When the 15% tariff was removed, and it was only removed because of Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar. You want to talk facts? When Rowley was there, what was the tariff? Reality. What was the tariff? I don't know if you'll know that or not, but anyway. Yeah? Maybe you could answer that question, reality. Answer that first now, please. You know, since you sound like, you know, one of those miseducated PNM, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah? So, I'm waiting his answer. S-West said this PNM is a curse to Trinidad and Tobago. Seems like now some, if CARICOM also the same. What have those leaders coming against our leader, Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar? They are so evil. Asmu says Maduro not stupid enough to do that, unless he's in a bunker deep in the jungle where the US can't find it. Of course, that excuse Trump looking for to deal with him, attack Titi or Ghana. Listen, man, if the PNM, the miseducated PNM people, yeah, the miseducated ones, if they can even put on the thinking cap and take off the red sunglasses, take off the red tutu, take out the left red earplugs, right? They will, and sit down in a quiet moment and think, let me think about this. Let me think this thing through. What are the consequences of Maduro action if he can take God over his thoughts, right, and attack Trinidad and Tobago or Guyana? What will be the consequences?
Devastation.
What will be the consequences? You don't think he's thinking about that? You don't think
overwhelmed?
I mean, I don't understand some people, huh? I don't understand some people. Mr. Point Fortin.
Was she?
Yeah.
Was she there, me loud and clear?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Right. One more thing I want to add, right?
Yeah.
I'm now starting to understand why the media is one of the most powerful arsenal tool in the PNM camp.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed for years, every time I have an issue in the country, and the media highlighted, and they want to get a feedback from the participant. Want to ask you a question, you know,
Yeah.
Where the media them just go to get the answers from the public. What about that, Trinidad?
Port of Spain.
Port of Spain.
Exactly. So you telling me you having the whole of Port of Spain for years and signed on the behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago?
Right, correct.
Look on listening.
Yeah, man. That's a good point.
Great point.
That's a great point. You know me?
Yep.
Or maybe they're just lazy. I don't know. Maybe they're lazy like the previous prime minister. I don't know. What's that? You need light on it. Okay. Tommy, I have a voice note there. Can you play it?
Of course.
Gordon Dryden Gangachana says, that's your question, but others are asking. All right, let me take this call in the meanwhile. Lenny, welcome. Lenny from Florida, welcome.
Good to see you, Brother Wall Street, and Brother Uncle Tommy, and COP.
How are you doing, bro?
Yes, pretty good, pretty good. My fraud of a lifetime is David Abdullah.
Okay,
David Abdullah. I am calling on the great Prime Minister that if there is any more containers that is left to be sent back to Jamaica, which he's doing a great job, please, Madam Prime Minister, just put this man and those 5 or 6 supporters he have that is showing up with him and send him back to his homeland. Send him back to his homeland, please. Because I know for sure it is one man that cannot step foot in the United States of America. My second home is that man they call David Abdullah. The other thing is that I was looking at, I see that Freddie Pereira, ex-PNM Mike, I don't know much about him. But in my estimation, that was a double funeral. I don't know if you all realize that. That was a funeral for him and also a funeral for PNM. So, and coming back to this thing with the United States, a lot of my neighbors are Venezuelans, some legally and some illegally, and they are worried, Brother Wall Street. They are worried sick. They said, brother, we have so much families back home, and we are so worried that if he interferes with Trinidad, that the United States is going to destroy that place completely, which means that our family will be destroyed also. You know, I have a lot of empathy when they speak to me. You know, I could see the worry on their face for the Wall Street, you know, because we are all human beings, you know.
Yep.
But he is gonna go.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
thank you.
Great program.
Thank you.
And I keep on listening, and God bless you all. And season greetings to you, Uncle Tommy and COP and your family.
Thank you.
With God's blessing.
Same to you.
Thank you, Lenny from Florida. That's Lenny from Florida.
Same to you, Lenny, and your family.
Yeah, thank you. Where, Tommy?
Yeah, let's listen.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and COP. So, Mr. Wall Street, my product of the week is Key Christopher Rowley. I did that for the translation with Gordon Joseph. So this is the translation. Well, you know, it's Christmas time. People like to travel and stuff during the Christmas holiday. So Gordon and his wife decided that they want to travel. So his wife decided that she want to visit Greece. You know, Gordon up and tell the woman why Greece and not Vaseline.
Oh wow.
Oh God. Anyway, yeah, that's a good one. So Here's the next one. You have any other voice note? That is it. So folks, don't forget it.
Let's see what else there is.
Yeah, folks, don't forget it. We are currently taking your
Fraud. Coming up next, fraud of the week.
So far, we have 2 for Dr. Rowley and 1 for David Abdul. Let me go to the chat and see what people are saying. Let me go to the chat. Hold on, okay. Hold on, I don't know. Okay, that's your question, but others are asking, if war start, will he lie down and die or try to deal with all who help the U.S. come against them, the Venice? I don't know what that is now. I don't know.
Let's see what this is.
Huh?
Let me see what this is right here.
What the fuck you think you're talking about?
Wow.
Huh?
People should not send that stuff.
Who sent that to me?
I'm gonna check and see who to send that and deal with it.
What's the number?
I'll tell you in a second.
Can you forward a message to me, Tommy?
Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Florida, welcome. Hey, Mr. Florida, hold 1 minute. Mr. Florida, hold 1 minute. Mr. Florida, Mr. Florida, can you call back real quick? Call back real quick. I want to do something real quick. Yeah. Tommy.
Yes.
Tommy, make sure and get that number before they delete it, please.
868.
Hold on. 868. No. Tommy, can you forward that message to me? And call out the number. 868.
267. 3771.
267. 7771. Right?
Yep.
868-267-7771. Okay. Can you forward the message to me? Click forward on that message and forward it to my number.
267-777. All right, I'll send it to you.
267-7771. Yeah, forward that message to me. Okay. So, folks, I don't understand anyway. I don't understand that. I understand that comment. So, hey, Mr. Florida, welcome. Sorry about that.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with them boys, don't you? You know, they were trying to sabotage the show now, right?
Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah.
They were sending things like that and try to sabotage the show.
Yeah.
Well, you see where the narrative is. It's 4 months now, 5 months now. Only 3. I hear all kind of missiles and all kind of thing will fly. I hear the military will come for them, all kind of thing. Where all these talk does come from? You know, where all this easy fear mongering, and these will the uneducated one will pick up. Let me put it in context. Dr. Rowley went Venezuela and done the samba.
Yeah.
Then he say China is the future.
Mm-hmm.
And you then see this man choose Stuart Young without a proper election. He was doing the same thing with the CCP does do in China. Right? The Communist Party. That's the same thing what happening in Venezuela. When the first Prime Minister, what his name was? Chavez, and he put Maduro, it's the same thing what was happening in Trinidad. And little by little, Rowley was making Trinidad become a China, just like how Venezuela was becoming a China. no democracy. And this is the thing where law-abiding citizens wouldn't understand what was going on. You didn't see he was making choice with the meritless. Rowley was choosing everything on his behalf. He didn't want to go through due process. And that is the same thing with China do. They call them the CCP. And this is what was happening. This man saying how Trinidad was part of Venezuela, this whoever the defense minister. When you whole can come talk about zone of peace, what about Trinidad sovereignty? They talk about that. The man say Trinidad was part of it. I never know. When I born Trinidad, it's English I learned.
You know, Mr. Florida, I talking to our partner, and I ain't gonna call his name, and I telling him, you know, Venezuela was saying the same statement you saying that. He said, when them say that, I said, boss, you don't know that? And it's like if Venezuela did own Trinidad, and I sometimes I doesn't know what to say, but I doesn't know what to say. I really doesn't know what to say.
They just cherry pick what they hear. All they want to hear is war now, war. That is all they want to hear. But let me put it in context. If Trinidad had, say, they're not siding with America, I would say Trinidad, because we is the closest to this, the proximity war going on between America and Venezuela.
Yeah.
And we say Trinidad didn't take our side, and Trinidad says, now we keep it away from this. And Trump now come and say, well, all right, you don't want no part of this? Sanctions.
Sanctions for you.
30%.
30% tariff. What? 30% tariff. Eh?
30%.
All them PNM people, all them PNM sycophants and them, 30% tariff in all your perfume. What they go say now? What they go say? What they go say? Oh, Trump wicked. Trump don't like we. I don't all your boy listen, eh?
But yeah, then the trading, they say when I cut trading by 70%.
40% trading. And it has some person in the chat there. What is his name again? Some new person in the chat there. Let me see what is his name again. Let me just see his name there, Mr. Florida. Well, go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah. So then he say, right, we had 100% trade with Trinidad, we go cut it down to 30%. Then the internet now, we're gonna start to sabotage the internet now. And then the cable, let us take cable from South America. So then they get Spanish channel now. I remember when they was taking cable from South America, and most of them channel was Spanish, you know. Space and all them channel was Spanish. And people used to complain. You understand? Yep. So that is where they want this answer. But then all these people who go into school in America, who trying to advance themselves, we don't produce nothing in Trinidad. We don't produce nothing in Trinidad like coming to technology and medicine and all that. We import all them things.
Nothing.
And these were the students that go to America to learn. And these were where they want them to come back to Trinidad now so we could incorporate this and have the IA and you know, AI sorry, and to start to do manufacturing. And this is where we want the diaspora to come back to Trinidad, but you had to have opportunities. Look at Guyana. Guyana going to do total facial recognition.
Correct.
As you enter Guyana, they're going to know everything about you. So if you're planning to go Guyana, and from them to see your face, and if they drop you back in a plane and send you back where you come from, you look for it.
Yeah, correct.
So look at the thinking of a different people, and look. Well, and before I leave Mr. Hansen, because I've taken some good time, Guyana president, when Venezuela was against them, everybody stand against them, although they know Guyana didn't have an army.
Yep.
But they stand with the president. But we here,
one thing now
PNM.
Yep, correct.
Then you go back by it. All right, Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tom, everyone look on.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Yep. Venezuela got independence from Spain, Trinidad got independence from the British. I don't know, boy. I don't understand some reality. Say what is the citizens who's been oppressed by the PNM. The PNM oppressed citizens. Reality. You see, reality. You don't know what you're talking, but you should have to change your name to unreality. Eh? Seriously, because you're not living in reality.
The fantasy.
Yeah, you're living in fantasy. You should be fantasy always. Fantasy always. Instead of reality always. Yeah. You're changing your name. Fantasy always. You talking about people being oppressed? Go back to the PNM in the last 10 years, how the PNM oppressed people in Trinidad and Tobago, especially black people. Eh? All right, let me go to this. Santa Cruz fraud of the week, Rowley. I'm gonna do fraud of the week, Another one for Rowley. Fraud of the week. Another one for Rowley. I'm gonna go through here. Fraud of the week, Rowley. I reality. You must I feel you must PNM Red Fox and this guys, eh? I feel so. Joan is not welcome.
Ansel, I blocked that person because they deleted the message.
No. I dealt with the person. The person said they made a mistake. But that's all right. I dealt with them though. Yeah, I dealt with them. It was a big mistake, and the person I dealt with the person. Yeah, I dealt with them. Hold on, eh? Folks, fraud of the week. What's that? Hold on, eh? Fraud of the week. I'm wondering if it is one of those who are on Novocaine who can speak their mind. I ain't even gonna waste my time with that. So, folks, we're looking for fraud of the week. I'm going through here. Michael Jonathan fraud of the week is Rowlaya. Another fraud of the week for Rowlaya. Another fraud of the week, Tommy. Jonathan fraud of the week. Oh God, that ain't easy. Fraud of the week. Folks, we are looking for your fraud of the week. Fraud of the week. All right, okay. Fraud of the week. Bato say they can't debate with the professor because he bring facts. Yeah, them fellas and them can't debate, man. That PNM miseducation that they get, it not doing them any and not serving them any purpose. What does sorry. Fraud of the week, folks. We're looking for fraud of the week. Mark Summary, welcome. Good afternoon, Worship, Uncle Tommy and Zero. COP. Mark Summary, locked on in Mayara. Welcome. Patricia Hutchinson, welcome. Okay. Mia Motley, fraud of the week. One for Motley. One for Motley. Another one for Anthony Ford of the East. Another one for Rowley. Island Man TNT, welcome. Mia Motley's fraud of the week. Zayed say Penny and Lollipop Brown. One for Penny. You gotta pick one person, you know. I just put Penny. Yeah, we saw that. Ghana president. Everybody over 100,000 each. Anne-Marie Bolan, another one for Penny.
How many you showing for Penny now?
Radhu Raghunan. This is the third one for Penny. So I had 3 for Penny so far. Anne-Marie Bolan says, no, Anne-Marie, you had to pick one. We taking your first one, Rowley. I'm removing the one for Penny. You had to pick one. You can't do 2. Yeah, we can't stop the ballot. Vishnu Pandit Rowley. Another one for Rowley. Alternate reality, that's his name. Okay. Put out a hedge of protection over the PNM. Yeah, that's why we Batos says Rowley, another one for Rowley from Batos. Fraud of the week. Just Cool Fraud of the week, Rowley. Another one for Rowley. Bass 2025, welcome. Okay. Anthony Forward, okay. All right. So far, folks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Rowley, 1 for David Abdullah, 1 for Motley, and 2 for Penny. That's what we have so far.
I saw 3 for Penny.
3? Yeah, well, what happened is that somebody vote for Rowley and then they vote for Penny again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's listen to here with respect to the back pay issue. You know, another promise that was made, another promise that was kept. Let me take this call before we do. Alistair, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Professor Wall Street.
Good afternoon.
Uncle Tommy. I didn't see
Good afternoon.
to see if whoever he is.
Right, correct.
Alright. So to begin with, my fraud of the week is the Lion King.
Okay, another one for the Lion King.
Okay.
Okay, another one for the
But
Lion
I want to talk. I'll try to be as brief as possible.
Okay.
I want to talk about the president of the Innocent Union, E.D. Stewart. Now, this man making a certain noise because apparently they're trying to organize some protests to get their back pay before Christmas.
Uh-huh.
But here's my problem, right?
Yeah.
For 10 years, to be exact, they never raised the voice against the former regime, Rowley.
Yeah.
Right? And making all this other noise now that for 10 long years, remember, they never had an increase since Kamala get them in 2014. So for 10 long years under Rowley, nothing was received or agreed upon. And they stayed silent. And here is a man who, when the Prime Minister was advocated to open the Cuba hospital, he was totally against it because he was saying that they don't have enough nurses and that's not a priority. No, right? So you could see where where he had the bodies tie and clothes, right? So he was totally against that Cuba hospital opening.
Okay.
Right? And there's not enough nurses and all of that. Now you want to make noise, but the 10%. right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other person I want to bring up here in the rear is the opposition leader. Well, I noticed a couple of times watching the news, and there are these survey done, and the other interview with her, and she was talking about, and this is what she was saying. These are words that when January 12th come for the THA elections, she hoped that the Tobago people remember the radar. Imagine that. A campaign on radar, you know. I don't know what kind of benefits the radar will have. Well, actually, it will benefit the country.
Yeah.
But she's talking about the radar, right? Remember the radar. Like, apparently, they don't want a radar there up to now. Professor Wall Street. And for the fearmongers, I think the PNM is good at the propagandists. So a lot of people in fear, right? Especially the elderly. Because I don't think sensible people who are sensible, because the first question I must ask them, if there's war, why don't you leave? The same people who spreading the propaganda, they don't leave. People like Pandey and the whole lot of them who spread all this propaganda, they won't leave the country because they could leave, you know. But I know what the agenda is, to instill fear, so that they could come and say that the prime minister is not fit to lead the country. That's the whole thing behind this. Professor Walsh, Uncle Tommy.
Yep.
So you have a good day.
Thank you very much, Alice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Rajendra said fraud of the week is another one for Rowley. Fraud of the week. Keith Rowley was the worst prime minister. Shifton says Keith Rowley was the worst prime minister Caribbean I've ever seen in modern history. Boy, correct is right. You know what? Beach bug. I sometimes, you know, we have a saying here, stray dogs go bark at every car door that goes by. Let me say hello to reality. When you see the things that reality puts up, you know, let me repeat that quote. Stray dogs don't bark at every car door that goes by. So, you know, we just leave him. Once he be respectful, he could put up whatever he want. Yeah? Once he be respectful, that's all. Rick says, Rowley fraud of the week and a donkey boo for Gordon. Another fraud of the week. They say a donkey boo for Gordon. Yeah. Another fraud of the week. S. says, great Guyana to give citizens cash, but soon our citizens shall have a safe and prosperous country in all areas. Opportunities for all, love for children, seniors, and those who struggle. Full 100. Nick says, Big Mouth brand man wanted Felicia Thomas to resign if they pay, they didn't get their back pay. But they should get it. Why ain't brand man and resign instead? He's so dotish. Yeah. Shifting say Rowley realized for the decade.
One more for Rowley.
Yeah, another one for him. So far we have, let me see how much we have so far. So folks, we're gonna go until the top of the hour for fraud of the week.
We have 13 for Rowley, 1 for Motley, 2 for Abdullah, 2 for Penny.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Let me go here. So I want you all to listen to this before we go for the break. Take a listen to this. All the talk they was talking.
Promise kept. Government delivers PSA back pay before Christmas. PM Persad Assessor assures RHA workers will receive outstanding payments in New Year. The government of Trinidad and Tobago has fulfilled its commitment to public servants, with Public Services Association, PSA, members beginning to receive their initial cash back pay payments this week, ahead of the December 23rd deadline and in time for the Christmas season. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar confirmed the successful rollout of payments during a Christmas toy distribution drive at her constituency office in Penal on Thursday evening, while also addressing concerns from Regional Health Authority, RHA, workers still awaiting their arrears. PSA members receive first payment. PSA members began receiving their initial cash payment after Union President Felicia Thomas agreed to a phased payout structure rather than insisting on full immediate payment. The arrangement allows workers to receive substantial cash relief before the holidays while ensuring the remaining balance will be settled through a combination of cash and non-cash options in the new year. All systems were on go for the payment to be made, the Prime Minister said. They were supposed to receive on or before the 23rd, and today is the 19th. We still have a few more days to go, but I've already seen messages saying people have been receiving their payments. Finance Minister Davendranath Tanku also confirmed the successful delivery of back pay as promised, noting in a WhatsApp status, "Still think the media is unbiased? Salaries and back pay on time, and not a media house beep." The finance minister had previously indicated that the remainder of the PSA members will be issued through non-cash options, including bonds and other financial instruments, in early 2026. RHA workers. Process must follow the law. While PSA members celebrated their payments, workers attached to the regional health authorities expressed disappointment at not receiving their arrears before Christmas. The Prime Minister directly addressed their concerns, assuring RHA workers that their outstanding payments will be settled in the new year through proper legal channels. "I wish I had all the money in the world in the bank. I would pay every single one of you," Persad-Bissessar said with evident empathy. "But we don't have that money to make everything happen before Christmas." The Prime Minister explained that the sums owed to RHA workers represent back pay accumulated over nearly a decade under the previous administration and involve a different legal and negotiating framework than the PSA agreement. "These monies are not for yesterday and today," she emphasized. "These monies are back pays for 10 years. Commending workers' patience and professionalism. Persad-Bissessar praised RHA workers for their restraint and professionalism throughout the long wait for their payments, noting that despite a decade of delayed compensation, they never resorted to industrial action that would have compromised patient care. "For 10 years, they never once quit, never once went out there to hold people's lives," she said. "I think they have better sense than that. Good sense will prevail." Responding to media reports suggesting that workers were planning to stay off the job during the holiday period, the Prime Minister questioned the credibility of such claims. "Who is saying it? Who are these anonymous, nameless people?" she asked, adding that in a democratic society, workers have every right to express their concerns within the bounds of the law. "We live in a democratic country," she said. "They have a right to express whatever they want to express in a free country in accordance with the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. Legal process cannot be bypassed." The Prime Minister stressed that negotiations and payments must follow established legal procedures, particularly since RHA workers do not fall under the PSA bargaining unit and therefore require separate negotiations. In the new year, the minister will engage them in the process of the law, as we engage all those with outstanding pay, she said, declining to commit to a specific timeline. "I will not give you a date. It is a process that follows the law," she stated firmly, explaining that the process involves legal and administrative steps that cannot be bypassed regardless of the urgency. She acknowledged that some expectations for immediate payment may be unrealistic given that the new administration took office only 8 months ago, inheriting a decade of accumulated debt to public servants. "The day we are in office, some of you want to get everything tomorrow morning," she said. They believe they can get everything tomorrow morning, which actually reflects confidence in the government's willingness to act. Commitment to gradual resolution. While cautioning that payments cannot be rushed without following proper procedures, Prasad Basessar offered reassurance that discussions would move forward steadily and systematically. You can't get it tomorrow, but maybe next week or the next month we'll work on it, she said, emphasizing the government's methodical approach to resolving the backlog of outstanding payments across the public service. I give you that assurance, she concluded. We will engage them according to the law. That is how we will proceed. Promise made, promise kept. The successful delivery of PSA back pay before Christmas represents a significant achievement for the Prasad Basessar administration, demonstrating the government's commitment to honoring its campaign promises to public servants. With the first phase complete, attention now turns to ensuring RHA workers and other public servants receive their long overdue compensation through proper legal channels in the new year.
I am calling for all members of the PNM who are in the PSA to donate that increase you get. Donate the increase. Because all of them want the increase. All they was fighting to take 4%. All you give it back or donate it. Give it back or donate it. Because all they was fighting for it. And the PSA hater, if she was to get any part of that, I want her to give it back. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
And send your voice notes to 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509.
We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Fire! 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 Fire!
We are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, COP, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, when you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live. We thank you.
So folks, I did this post with respect to the editorial that eventually I'm going to show you all, right? I want you all to listen to the editorial, right? So you all know I like to do editorials. That's just something that I enjoy doing, right? And the editorial was Dr. Rowley's delusional rant, the worst PNM in TNT's history, accused his successor of his own failures, right? And so it just seemed to me, and as we said, Tommy, I'm gonna put this here right here. I'm gonna remove this. So this is the editorial, right? Dr. Rowley's delusional rant. The worst PNM in TNT's history accuses the successor of his own failures, right? I'm gonna remove that. All right. So I put up this post, the same post on Facebook, right? And Dominic Domain responded to my post. Right, Tommy?
Yeah.
And as you know, Dominic Domain. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Responded to my post. And this is what he said, right? On this Sunday edition of Still Toting because of didn't get the asinine rantings of a consummate dunce. Dr. Rowley will always be your intellectual superior, no matter how hard you try to pull him down. Right? So I's a dunce now, right? I'm a dunce. No problem, no problem. You understand? But all I will say to Dominic Domain is that when I see you could put out something, right, intellectually stimulating, right, I am gonna put a comment to that. I didn't even answer it. And it's because of you, Tommy, you said stray dogs go back at every car that goes by. So I saw it, but I just wanted to bring to your attention. This is our MP in the PNM. You understand? And I'll just leave it there. Yeah? Any comment, Tommy?
No, you've said correctly what you should say.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't make no sense, you know. Yeah.
He's just an opportunist.
Yeah, that is what it is. Correct is right. Yeah. He's an opportunist. You're absolutely correct, you know. But let me play a little part of this editorial here because I think even the Minister of Public Utilities also responded to Dr. Rowley. So let's play a little bit of this editorial. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Delusional rant. The worst PM in history accuses his successor of his own failures. An editorial by Professor Wall Street. Dr. Keith Rowley's Facebook post attacking Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessel as the most unpatriotic and recklessly incompetent leader he has ever witnessed represents stunning display of projection, historical revisionism, and reality-defiant self-deception. The former Prime Minister, widely regarded as the worst Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago's history, has the audacity to criticize his successor for imagined failures while conveniently forgetting his own documented catastrophic record. This is a man who presided over the first, second, and third highest murder rates in Trinidad and Tobago's history. A man who increased Black poverty by 52% from 17.3% in 2015 to 26.3% by 2025. A man who made repeated derogatory remarks about women, including comparing a golf course to a woman who turns into a pasture if not groomed every day. A man who called the current Prime Minister she-cat, used the term geometry, and made comparisons involving hugging up a porcupine. Yet this same man now lectures about patriotism and competence. This represents either complete detachment from reality, willful ignorance of his own record, or cynical political positioning, hoping citizens have forgotten the decade of disasters he presided over. If you ask citizens across Trinidad and Tobago who was the worst prime minister in history, the overwhelming answer would be Dr. Keith Rowley. His Facebook post attacking Prime Minister Persad-Bissessel exposes someone so ideologically blinded, so self-deceiving, and so reality-defiant that he cannot acknowledge his own failures while projecting them onto his successor. Here are 10 reasons why Rowley's attack on PM Prasad Bisesa exposes Rowley's delusional reality-defiant self-deception. 1. Presided over first, second, and third highest murder rates. Attack successor on incompetence. The sheer audacity of Dr. Keith Rowley, who presided over the first, second, and third highest murder rates in Trinidad and Tobago's entire history, attacking anyone for reckless incompetence, represents stunning detachment from reality. Under Rowley's leadership from 2015 to 2024, 625 murders, highest in history. 2023, second highest murder rate. 2022, third highest murder rate. Total murders during Rowley's tenure, over 5,000 citizens. Citizens lived in terror. Families buried loved ones at unprecedented rates. Communities disintegrated under gang violence. Yet Rowley did virtually nothing effective to address. His National Security Minister, Fitzgerald Hines, was widely regarded as catastrophic failure. Now, after 8 months of UNC governance that has reduced serious crime by 47% and improved detection rates by 33%, Rowley attacks Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa for incompetence. This represents either complete amnesia about his own record or cynical hope that citizens have forgotten the bloodbath he presided over. 2. Increased black poverty by 52%. Lectures about patriotism. Perhaps most offensive is Rowley, who increased black poverty by 52% during his tenure, lecturing anyone about patriotism or caring for Trinidad and Tobago's citizens. The statistics are damning. Black poverty in 2015 when Rowley took office, 17.3%. Black poverty in 2025 when Rowley left office, 26.3%. Increase 52%. Rowley, who presents himself as champion of black citizens, presided over economic policies that pushed unprecedented numbers of black Trinbagonians into poverty. This represents catastrophic failure of leadership and betrayal of the very communities Rowley claims to represent. Yet this same man now attacks Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa, who is working to economy, create jobs, and lift citizens out of the poverty Rowley's policies created, as unpatriotic. The projection is breathtaking. 3. Made repeated derogatory remarks about women, attacks PM's leadership. The hypocrisy of Dr. Keith Rowley, countless derogatory remarks about women throughout his tenure, attacking Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa's leadership, is staggering. Rowley's documented sexist remarks include she-cat, referring to PM Prasad Bisesa, geometry, highly inappropriate term. A golf course is like a woman. You have to groom her every day, otherwise it turns into a pasture. Hugging up a porcupine to go to bed, alligator in a lagoon. These remarks created hostile environment for women in politics and normalized disrespect. Yet the man who made these statements now attacks the first woman prime minister for her leadership. This represents either stunning lack of self-awareness or deliberate attempt to undermine a woman leader using the very disrespect he modeled. 4. Use racial and inflammatory language, attacks PM's rhetoric. Rowley, who used racial references and inflammatory language throughout his tenure, now attacks Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa's communication. The man who called opponents imps, pimps, and chimps, who made pro-black man declarations in racially charged contexts, who allowed racial undertones in campaigns, now lectures about appropriate political discourse. This represents projection of his own failures onto his successor. Rowley normalized divisive, inflammatory political rhetoric throughout his decade in power. His attack on Prime Minister Persad Bissessa's communication represents attempt to hold her to standards he never met himself. 5. The vassal state hysteria, ignoring he maintains same U.S. relationships. Rowley's claim that Prime Minister Persad Bissessa has reduced Trinidad and Tobago to vassal state, taking secret instructions from another country, represents either complete historical amnesia or deliberate dishonesty. Every security cooperation arrangement, every economic partnership, every diplomatic relationship with the United States that exists today also existed under Rowley's governance. The radar systems, maritime cooperation, security agreements, and trade relationships Rowley now characterizes as vassalage were all maintained and in many cases established or expanded during his own tenure. Where were Rowley's Facebook posts, then denouncing himself for reducing Trinidad and Tobago to vassal state? Where was his concern about secret instructions? The answer? He had no concerns because he understood these relationships served Trinidad and Tobago's interests. His current hysteria represents pure political positioning, attempting to undermine management of the same relationships he maintained. 6. The $42 billion trade reality Rowley conveniently forgets. Rowley's attack on Trinidad
Sorry about that. I read that one for you guys. So it just goes to show you how delusional this fella is. And we have to call it out. We have to call it out. You know, people say, oh, well, why are you doing this? Really, we have to do it. We cannot do like 2010 to 2015. When these people put out things, we just let it go by. No. Them days are done. Done. Right? You need to respond to these type of things.
Immediately.
Immediately. And don't let it pass by. Yeah? Don't let it pass by.
True.
So let's do the fraud of the week. The fraud of the week, Tommy. Give us the results.
We have Motley 1, Abdullah 2, Rowley 13,
okay,
Penny 2.
So here we go. So folks, again, our fraud of the week this week.
Fraud coming up next. Fraud of the week.
Fraud of the week is no other than the Lion King, Dr. Keith, the Lion King, Christopher Rowley. Fraud of the week here on WZYE 95.9 FM. Yeah, we just take the statistics, we take the voting, and that's how we get fraud of the week. Yeah. So
I have to voice mail from one person, and it's not from.
Go ahead. Two voice, not from the same person?
Yeah.
Hey, plus even to your Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street.
Pierce Robinson's hysterical declaration of dependence, Take Off the Balize Toothbrush, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. Pierce Robinson's Facebook post titled, Trinidad and Tobago formally aligned with U.S. war agenda. In shock declaration of dependence represents hysterical fear-mongering.
Sorry about that, Tommy.
You want me to play them or no?
Alistair, hold the call.
You want me to play it?
Alistair, hold the call.
You gonna do Pierce Robinson or you gonna do the voice note?
No. You if you have the voice note, go ahead and play the voice note.
Hey, pleasant good evening to you, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP, and to all listeners. Well, I want to pick up the Prime Minister. Promises made, promises kept.
A guy I live in Tobago, Trinidad born, and one of my folks there, I think he work in THA. Yeah, man, he said I get 20,000 already. He's smiling, man. He said I don't have 20,000 in my account, man.
Correct.
Yes, I want the callers to call in and say who get money. You have to say how much you get. Just call in and say you'll receive money from the 300 million I was promised to be distributed before Christmas, and call in and say only get 2. Come on, support the program properly. When we hardly having too many callers calling in. Call in, so only get money. Let it PNM, the disgusting PNM know that we're already doing 9.5 years, I'm not doing 9 months. Let them know that. Yeah. I'll call in, talk up, see if I'll get money, support the program. Yeah. Fire burn the PNMs, all they need to talk up. A penny and them know what's going down. We say about Kamla, where she getting money from to pay back pay. The T40 treasury, you know, or where she go get money from. You know that come like? That come like a man thief your car, COP. A man thief your car, right? Your uncle told me.
Yeah.
And Professor Wall Street, when he thief your car, you driving down the road and passing you and saying bye-bye. Yeah, from your own car, that the thief. Saying, yeah, right. That's the PNM. Thief for the treasury and asking Kamala she get money. They're feeling sick down after them. They can't take the shame. Or take a real letter show up because is that right? Yes. Yeah, so they're calling, testify on behalf of the loving and caring Prime Minister, testify. Or she show your goodness. You don't get goodness by the gas station, we're smiling already. I'm driving in with gladness in the gas station now, man. Yeah. And that inbox, you're driving in with sorrow. Raise gas 6 times and laugh at me. But the day is coming.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, folks. Another person. So we had that editorial day and giving you some facts, you know, that with respect to the Trinidad and Tobago and USA is one of our trading partners with 40% of all imports and export, you know, several $1 billion in investment, you know, so, I mean, we picked the right side. We picked the right side. But this fella here, this fella called Pierce Robinson. Yeah, Pierce Robinson, right? I think sometimes when you go to the bathroom and you sit down to take a dump, he think his stuff don't smell. When he goes to the bathroom and he sit down to take a dump, he think his stuff don't smell. It's only perfume and flowers, right? And we're not going to go through all of it either. Take a listen, though. This is an editorial on him as well.
Pierce Robinson's hysterical declaration of dependence, Take Off the Balize Tutu, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. Robinson's Facebook post titled, Trinidad and Tobago formally aligned war agenda. In shock declaration of dependence represents hysterical fear-mongering, disconnected from both economic reality and reasonable security policy analysis. Robinson's characterization of Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's straightforward address about Trinidad and Tobago's long-standing U.S. partnership as verbal surrender, weaponization of visas, intimidation, and disgraceful reveals someone whose red-tinted sunglasses and Balize tutu prevent him from facts about Trinidad and Tobago's economy and security interests. Robinson joins Mikola Pandey in what appears to be coordinated PNM propaganda operation. Attack everything the UNC government does regarding U.S. while conveniently ignoring that these same relationships existed throughout the PNM's decade in power. The pattern is unmistakable. Silence when the PNM maintained identical U.S. partnerships. Hysteria when the UNC acknowledges the same strategic and economic realities. Perhaps most revealing is what Robinson completely ignores in his dramatic the $42 billion annual trade relationship between Trinidad and Tobago and the United States. The $3 billion trade surplus TNT maintains with the U.S., and the fundamental reality that the United States is Trinidad and Tobago's largest trading partner, accounting for nearly 40% of both imports and exports. Robinson needs to take off his red sunglasses and Balize tutu long enough to acknowledge basic that explain why Trinidad and Tobago maintains close U.S. relations. Facts that have nothing to do with war agendas or surrender, and everything to do with Trinidad and Tobago's economic survival and prosperity. 5 economic reasons Trinidad and Tobago maintain alliance. Addressing Robinson's specific hysteria, let's establish the economic reality he conveniently ignores. 1. Energy Security Partnership. Trinidad and Tobago is a critical energy supplier to the United States, exporting crude oil, liquefied natural gas, LNG, methanol, ammonia, and fertilizers. Over 95% of TNT's exports to the U.S. are energy-related commodities. TNT is the world's largest exporter of ammonia and the 6th largest exporter of LNG, making it strategically important for U.S. energy diversification. 2. Dominant trading partnership. The United States is Trinidad and Tobago's largest trading partner, accounting for 39.4% of the country's imports and 39.3% of TNT's exports. The volume of trade between countries is approximately TT dollar billion, $6 billion US dollars annually. 3. Substantial trade surplus. Trinidad and Tobago maintains a $3.5 billion with the United States, making the U.S. market absolutely critical to TNT's economic health and foreign exchange earnings. This economic dependence creates strong incentives for maintaining close bilateral relations. 4. Preferential market access. Trinidad and Tobago benefits from preferential access to the U.S. market under the Caribbean Basin Initiative, CBI, and has been the leading exporter under this arrangement since 2005. This gives TNT competitive advantages over other nations in accessing the world's largest economy. 5. Major U.S. investment presence. U.S. firms have invested more than $1 billion in Trinidad and Tobago, primarily in chemical, oil, gas, and steel sectors, with more than 30 U.S. firms and operations in the country. This deep investment creates mutual economic interests and interdependence. These are agenda facts, they're economic survival facts. Robinson's failure to acknowledge this $42 billion reality while characterizing reasonable management of this critical relationship as surrender reveals either stunning economic ignorance or deliberate P&M propaganda designed to damage the government regardless of factual reality. Here are 10 reasons the attack on Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessel reflects P&M propaganda and deliberately ignores $1 economic reality confronting Trinidad and Tobago. 1. Complete silence during P&M's identical U.S. relationships. The most damning evidence that Robinson functions as P&M propagandist. His complete silence during the P&M's 2015 to 2020 Tobago maintained identical U.S. security and economic partnerships. The radar systems, maritime cooperation, security agreements, trade relations, partnerships, Robinson now characterizes as surrender, all existed under P&M governance. Where were Robinson's Facebook posts then denouncing the P&M's alignment with U.S. war agenda? Where was his concern about declaration of dependence? Where was his outrage about sovereignty reduced to reliance? The silence was complete and deliberate, revealing that Robinson's concern isn't actually U.S. relationships, but rather a UNC government for managing the same relationships the PNM maintained. This selective outrage exposes Robinson as PNM propagandist, wearing independence activist disguise, exactly like Mikola Pandey. 2. The weaponization of visas hysteria. Robinson claims the Prime Minister's statement about Trinbagonians living in or dependent on the United States represents weaponization of visas and intimidation. This represents either deliberate misrepresentation or inability to understand straightforward communication. The Prime Minister simply acknowledged reality. Many Trinbagonians live in, work in, study in, or have family in the United States. This represents factual statement about diaspora connections, not threat. Robinson's characterization of factual acknowledgement as intimidation and suggestion that the PM was saying, I know where and who y'all are, represents paranoid misreading disconnected from what was actually said. This hysterical mischaracterization serves PNM propaganda purposes. Transform reasonable acknowledgement of diaspora connections into sinister threat, creating false impression of government intimidation where none exists. 3. Ignoring that only one country statement is factual. Robinson attacks the PM statement that only one country in the world can defend Trinidad and Tobago as explicit admission of dependency and surrender. But this represents an assessment of regional security reality. Trinidad and Tobago is a small Caribbean nation without significant military capacity. If facing external military threat, Trinidad and Tobago would indeed require allied support, and the only country with both capacity and interest in defending Trinidad and Tobago is the United States through security commitments and economic interests. This isn't surrender, it's reality. Small nations throughout history have maintained security relationships with larger powers. This represents normal international relations, not the dramatic verbal surrender Robinson hyperventilates about. His characterization of factual security assessment as shameful admission reveals someone more interested in dramatic denunciation than serious security policy analysis. 4.
Well,
I think we're going to drop it there. If you want to listen to the rest of the editorial, just go to WZYE TV and you'll get the rest of the editorial. But just a synopsis of this. It's another person who's out there, pelting PNM propaganda. And again, we cannot let them go untouched, unscathed. We have to respond to them sooner rather than later. And that's what we are doing. As I said, folks, it's not going to be like 2010 to 2015. Volsang said, Wars, I genuinely commend you on your editorial. Rowley's unacceptance of accepting blame for all his failures over the last 9 years, I salute you. Yeah, correct is right. All his blame, all he's trying to do, Tommy, is to pass blame on, yes, the current government. Because, I listen, hate is blind, welcome. Together we stand, together we fall. Hate is blind, welcome. Tommy, think about it, eh? The PSA, Tommy.
PSA.
10 years under Rowley, 10. And all them other unions that accept the 4%, or they take all your 4% and wind to the side. Take your 4% and wind to the side. Yeah? Let me take this call. Alistair, welcome. Alistair. Alistair.
Yeah, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll come back again. I was listening to a response from the minister. What's his name again?
Padarat?
When you are done.
Oh.
PNM.
Dominic.
Not sorry. MP.
Yeah. Dominic Domain.
PNM MP had called in you are done. Now,
Yeah, Dominic Domain.
If I could elaborate a little more on your editorial on Dr. Rowley, but I don't refuse to call him a doctor. Right?
Yeah, he's a doctor.
Yeah, but this, I have gone through all the various prime ministers from decades to decades, whether it's Williams, Chambers, to now.
Yeah.
And Kid Rowley will be the worst prime minister, the worst prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the CARICOM.
Correct is right.
He passed Burnham and Gary, because those were the two I had, right?
Correct is right.
And he had the highest, which is 2024, 625, 2022, 605, 2023, 576. Manning went between the space to be fourth. He was 5th, 6th, and 7th. Manning 8th and 9th, and he was 10th. So the PNM occupied the 10 worst murder toll in the country, in the history of Trinidad and Tobago.
But Alistair, let me say this.
Yes, sir.
If there was a murder Olympics, Prime Minister Rowley get gold, silver, and bronze for murders in the Olympics, as far as the numbers are concerned in Trinidad and Tobago.
He was an abject failure in everything he did.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything.
Every single thing.
Do you know that the first thing that this man did when he came into office in 2015 to take away children laptops? And this man had the audacity to say that John C. had children, he called him the PNM children, they go and vote for him, you know. John C. had children, Kamala implemented that and he took it away. First thing.
Yep.
And then to make that comment in the parliament, John C. had children, they're doomed to fail. That's what the man said. I sorry, but I lost my older phone. I had that recorded.
Somebody go get it, man. Somebody still have it.
Yes, he said in parliament. John C. had children. So whose children is he talking about? The PNM children also? They didn't have to do no means test on that camera. Every child had a laptop.
Correct.
And these people then go and vote for this man. Okay, Professor Walsh, have a good day.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy, these gentlemen, these people, and I go deal with the workers wrong platform, eh? Renison, we go deal with you, eh? That is the workers wrong platform.
You mean right?
Eh?
You're right or wrong?
Now that is the workers wrong. It ever one called workers' rights too?
I thought so.
No, I talking about the workers wrong platform. Yeah. You have a call there?
Still not ringing on my laptop.
Okay, just tell them call my number.
Sure they can hear you.
Yeah. Folks, call my number. Hayden McNish says, right now I feel Andrew Holness beating back Rowley. Nah, Hayden. Hayden, you go compare Andrew Holness with Rowley? Come on, man, Hayden, man. Come on, man. Rowley has proven time again he's no political strategist. He solely relied on bullying tactics. Yeah. Easier to catch flies with honey than with a razor blade. The man is a dunce. Oh, God, he's a dunce. I wouldn't call him a dunce. Now, let me ask this question, Tommy. Folks, this is a question for anybody. Eh? Can you all name me one innovative program under Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley from 2015 to 2025? One innovative program. A program is something that, you know, it's like for the first time, you know, it happening, you know, in the country. Right? And if you want, compare and contrast Give me one innovative program for the past 8 months under Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Busesa. One innovative idea. Mr. Florida, welcome.
You ask that question that people make people, but we gotta have 10 programs before a man here answer for that. You know what I mean? Because you know what I like about you get a call?
No, you go ahead. Yeah.
You know what I like about PNM ministers?
Yeah.
They always like to call people dons.
Yeah, correct. You're right.
That is a word they always like to use, but they don't understand. Little by little, as time goes by, they're fading into the darkness.
Yep.
You see the hype they had at first when she just went with the media and with people. It getting less and less.
Yep.
You notice there's just a few people carrying around the propagandists
of
the PNM now.
Yep.
A lot of people understanding what's going on.
And Mr. Florida, you're right, because no, when they put out the propaganda, Makila Pandey, P.S. Robinson, when they put out the PNM propaganda, it has people responding to their PNM propaganda, right? So they're not going unchecked, so to speak.
Unchecked.
Yes.
Yeah. And you see, they're encouraging Makila to come in now. And she don't know she hurting she party, just like how Gary Griffith hurt his party.
Well,
she don't realize that.
That is now the PNM front. They're not the patriotic front no more. It's the PNM front.
Yeah, the PNM front.
Yeah, the PNM front.
Look, we were always saying, tighten your belt, doom and gloom. That man speak doom and gloom for almost 8 years straight. PNM, UNC come in power, these people get a 10% laptops. They're trying. You see,
home invasion bill, Tanya Grong bill. All listen, it's just unbelievable, man, that all these things are happening, right? And Mr. Florida, think about this, I thought about this, you know the thing that really should be brought home for many black PNM people. You see the appointment of Dr. David Mohammed as the chairman of NALIS? You understand?
Yeah. So,
go ahead.
Because and you're correct, Mr. Anselm, because it's about time that we have genuine, and I will say it like in this way because this is how everybody is consulted, because I believe everybody should have black. The African educated people who really want to help the country get position in certain areas to boost education.
Yep.
You notice when PNM was in power, education was in the bottom of the barrel.
Most of the kids scoring under 30% in the SCA, right, was black kids under Rowley. And what's your name again? Nyan Gatsby Dolly, Dr. Dolly.
And how they look to cover it up? No, we're not going to post who do good and which school do good. You're going to hide that.
Correct.
That's how they're going to put the bandage on it.
Yeah.
But you know, before I leave, because I know I want to make a little room because I watch me time. When people speak about Dr. Rowley, you know, we're only speaking about doom and gloom.
Yep.
He could groom women.
Yeah.
And not in their bedroom. You're behaving like hyenas in the African jungle.
Yeah.
You call a man who teaches Harvard.
Yep.
And that is the respect you have as a prime minister. And this is what people remember you for. You know what they're going to put on his put there in the airport?
What?
Jab. All right, guys.
Yeah. Don't forget imps, pimps, and chimps. Yeah? Most disrespectful, disgusting prime minister we had in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Those are the facts, you know. Right?
You know, but when you really think about it,
hold on. Right. I'm going to take this call. This is Beulah. Beulah, welcome. How are you, Beulah? Beulah, listen to the phone, not your TV, not your TV or your laptop.
Uncle Wall Street.
How are you?
Hey.
I had to think about Rowley dead for the past 10 years. What I could think right now is that he cut the ribbon and opened my bus shed. Only thing I can think of right now.
Oh, God. That is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Thanks. Listen, Tommy, that is it? Go ahead, Tommy.
No, but what I was saying is that the PNM has a way that they call people Duncy Head. They are right. They are right for calling people Duncy Head because they were able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes while they run away with and corrupt the system as a whole. Because when you think about it, they've been in power for the longest period of time. And if they were really so bright, they would have done a better job with developing this nation. Because we have others who came on stream, got independent at the same time we had less resources and did a whole lot more. So obviously us the people have to be Duncy headed to keep them in power for so long and have them underdevelop the land when they should have done a better job developing this nation.
Yeah, they had more years in power, more than anyone else to develop this country, right? And they squandered the money.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They had
corrupt.
Billions of dollars. Yeah. Yeah. Eden says, yes, indeed, Rowley is the evilest PM that passed through this land. Evilest PM, yeah. Yeah.
So they right to call us dunce because we allowed them to get away with murder. Literally.
Yeah. And you know, Tommy, you know, it's sad, eh? You know who has to be blamed for most of that, Tommy? People that look like you and I.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. People that look like you and I, we accept mediocrity from them.
So I'm saying that when you consider all of these factors, they're right to call us dunce. Because if we were bright, they wouldn't get away with the crap they got away with.
Yeah, it's sad to say. It is sad to say. Slimy say, Dresco says, Slimy, also known as Royal Glasgow, he lives in the US, is also behind the Workers' Right channel. I thought it was the Workers' Wrong. Oh, I get it right? I get it wrong? Workers' Wrong, okay. I guess I got it wrong then. So, folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice note. Let me give you guys another video before we go today. Folks, call me. Send your messages to me or call my number. Don't call that number. So, folks, here is a message before we go, right? Here is a message to the political leader and the opposition leader, Penny Week Beckers. I want you all to listen to this. Call my phone, folks. Don't call it yet, though. After this message, take a listen.
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, I just see things in my own makeup.
Oh, Miss Atlanta, I was going to take your call. Call back. I'm going to take Miss Atlanta call.
I just do my research.
Miss Atlanta, call back. I'll take your call because I know you're coming to pelt something at me. Miss Atlanta, call back. I'll wait and take your call. I know you're coming to pelt something at me. Go ahead, quick, call back. For me, you know, anytime Miss Atlanta comes, she'll pelt. She's going to pelt something at me. You know? Somebody tell me she went down by the wharf, Tommy, and she pelt a pebble and she missed the whole ocean.
Oh, my goodness.
That was somebody tell me. I don't know how true that is. But Miss Atlanta could answer that. Mr. Atlanta, call back before I start the video. Call back. We're waiting for you, man. Anyway, if you call back to me, what I'll do, I'll pause the video because somebody tell me Mr. Atlanta went down by the by Hyatt. Down there, you know the wharf down there?
Yes.
And she take a pebble and she pelted it. And she missed the whole ocean, but I don't know why they say that, but that's what I was told, Mr. Atlanta. Anyway, let me listen to this. A message to opposition leader Penelope Beckles.
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, I just see things in my own way because I just do I just do my research. Hey, all you don't get upset because Penelope Beckles went and talked to the ambassador, man. Don't vex. You understand? Because she continued to make herself look more and more dumb. Because you know what happens with that now? Especially to people who have some kind of sense. She just lost credibility. That's all she do. You understand? She lost credibility and she lost respect. You understand? And she lose even more trust from citizens. Right? When Rowley was there doing his stupidness, that's why the majority of people went to vote UNC. Let them continue to destroy the party now. I tell all you already, PNM is done for the next 15 years. And that next bush bug over there in Venezuela, that Nancy fly, Maduro. I know, I don't know if he feel the whole of Trinidad and Tobago stupid. Do you understand? Penelope might be an obedient idiot. She's doing whatever they tell her to do. Because honestly, I don't feel she coming up with these dumb, dotish ideas. It seems she's just a vessel that them point their dotishness into, and she just a soldier marching. You understand? Somebody else drum, which is Rowley and Maduro and them. Maduro probably thought he had the Caribbean islands in the bag. And the big bad wolf Rowley was giving him it. You understand? Because way back when I done here, was leaving government or whenever time with some couple of good millions, it is alleged. So that probably was part of the millions, the dragon gas deal and dealing with Maduro and thing. So, as I said, Maduro probably thought he had the Caribbean in the bag. He decided to jump Kamala. She didn't even sworn in yet and he started his stupidness. He probably thought he would have scared off the old lady. You understand? And Stuart Young will come back and Penelope Beckles possibly might have even stepped down. It's a whole, hey, I feel PNM had a lot of things riding with Maduro, you know, and it just didn't come into fruition. It didn't come into fruition at all. You understand? So right now, them in the hot seat, they don't know what to do. Because they don't know Kamala would have come back being the woman that she is being right now. They didn't know. But she tell all you, she say, I'm not the Kamala like how I used to be, you know. So it is bushbug. Yeah, that's how you have to be a bushbug. And I understand what you're doing. Let me get back to that. You see how we trying to have his citizens over there, trying to make Kamala look bad and have the woman placard, picture of her on placard and all kind of thing and mark criminal across it. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to reverse the narrative. Whereas he was the one bullying the Caribbean. Now he's making it look like Kamala bullying he and his regime and Venezuela by calling Trump to deal with him. Right? Because he want to strike Trinidad bad enough. He want to send a little strike against Trinidad bad. But he cannot just do it because of the zone of peace, because people know the Caribbean islands don't have that kind of military to come up against he. So he trying to make people feel that is Kamala, because he cannot accuse the Americans, he cannot accuse Trump. You understand? Because he bargaining that Kamala a little dumb, like the Trinidadians, everybody in Trinidad dumb and dotish. So he's smarter than everybody. So he could slip one under and make it look like whatever strike he strike here, he was defending himself. Because he cannot try to chain up the narrative, twist up the narrative. Because he cannot attack America. He can't. But because Kamala didn't turn out to be the puppet that Rowley and Penelope and Stuart Young were to him, making him he feel like he was the king of the Caribbean, Kamala didn't give that forward. So he just seething. He's angry. That is what he tried to do, switch up the narrative. If he struck here, it will look like he justified to do it. Because he tried to paint the narrative that call the US, it wasn't Trinidad, it's Guyana because of Guyana. You understand? And it's that.
So there you go. A message to the political leader of the PNM, Penny Week Beckers. Yeah, I mean, I did so much message. I don't know if she heeding the message, Tommy. Tommy, I want to think that this person here, Reality Always, I want to think it's PNM Red Fox with a new name.
It doesn't surprise me if that's the case.
Yeah, I want to believe that. But anyway, I mean, once he don't go sideways, once he don't go sideways, he knows what to do. He knows, he knows the deal here. Once he doesn't go sideways, there's nothing we could do. We're not going to suspend him or ban him. You understand? But the first time he goes sideways, only once, right? One time.
He's out of here.
Yeah. Reality Always. One time you go sideways, cancel Christmas. Tell me what you're doing for Christmas, boy. Folks, we won't have any program on Christmas there, the 25th. Or the 25th is Thursday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We don't have none. Tell me what you're doing for Christmas, boy. Having black cake, all kind of thing?
Nothing special.
No black cake, man? Sweet bread and thing?
So far, no.
Okay. You know what I mean? I was some black cake, I was sweet bread, I was ginger beer, I was sorrel. And I want some tofu ham. That tofu ham?
I don't have any. You have?
I ain't got none yet. I was some
I'm sure there is somewhere.
You think so?
I feel they'll have it.
I wonder if they have tofu ham. Let me see if they have tofu ham. Let me Google that and see. So, Florida, you know about tofu ham? Why not? Tofu ham. Holiday vegan tofu ham. Yeah, boy. Have that.
Yeah, I will see if I see it, but I eat no beef. I like no beef. But you have a new program Tuesday, I know that because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
But what about Wednesday? Wednesday you're doing your parent request on TV or?
Mr. Crowder, he's trying to give us plenty of work, He's trying to give you work, He's trying to give you extra work.
I know last year we had the parent request that we were spending some old school.
Oh, we did that? We did that the Wednesday?
Yeah. Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe you will think about that again. You sure we did that?
Yeah, because I remember everybody choose the parang and and talk about old time days,
You know what? I think that's a good idea. I'll think about that again. I like that.
Yeah, no politics that day. We was only talking about old time days when you could remember and
okay.
with the parents and whatever.
All right, good. So folks,
all right.
Yeah, man.
Lock on.
Yeah, so folks, in addition to putting your quotes, because we want to come here and next thing, we only have like 3 or 4 people. All they want are Christmas, a special Christmas Eve session on Wednesday where we need to
Walls. We have to think about the copyright.
One of your parent songs like we did before. I forget we do that, yes? So
Walls. Are they going to be copywritten or non-copywritten songs?
What's going to happen, right, is that certain songs they don't block the channel, but when we finish, we could go back and delete these songs. Yeah, because that could happen. You could delete these songs. So, folks, let us know who's that? Who is more weak, the opposition or the guest speaker? Who's that? I don't understand that, you know. For me, could you read that on the screen there? I don't understand it. Miss Santa Cruz, right? Yeah. Tommy, Miss Santa Cruz, I like the idea. So, folks, you know what we'll do, Tommy?
What's that?
On Tuesday, we will do the Christmas special. No politics. You call in with whatever tune you want to play. We play it, and we go do it Tuesday. Yeah. That makes sense, Miss Santa Cruz, because on Wednesday people go be preparing for Christmas. All right, you see, that is right. I like that suggestion. That's what we go do.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We go do it Tuesday night. So, folks, Tuesday night is our Christmas special, where you call in with your special
request.
Yeah, your request. Tell us what you're baking thing, and we go handle it. So, all right, folks, we're gonna take that break. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics. Uncle Tommy, Professor Waltrip, COP News. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, COP and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. That's every Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Or send your text to 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Send your voice notes rather.
Yeah, so Volsang says Christmas Eve, yeah, but Christmas we may be too indulged to follow on the intellectual conversation. Yeah, all right. So we go do it Tuesday, folks. We're doing it Tuesday? Yeah, Volsang sound with Tuesday. So here now. On Tuesday, right? Already pick out your song. I think the last time, Tom, yeah, we did it. Somebody favorite was No Hair on the Piggy.
Right.
Who was that boy? I remember that. Who was that? Nadia, was that? Nah, I know. Let me don't try to guess.
Wow.
You know, I don't know. Florida.
Last year,
Yeah. I remember that. If you so big a cake, it has some mosquito crack in it. It has some rewards in it. Oh God, I remember that boy. All your Caribbean soul bake a cake last year, and the cake had some mosquito crack in it. All over the cake, the poor cake, crack for so. If you see cracks. Anyway, let me give my closing quote. Here's my closing quote. Nothing is more important than our well-being, not even Christmas. Or song ain't ready. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let me give my closing quote. I'm gonna play it for my phone, folks. Okay, hold on. This is my closing quote.
Some people do not.
Hold on.
Some people do not see what you did for them. They only see what you didn't do for them. Satisfy ungrateful people. Some people do not see what you did for them. They only see what you didn't do for them. You can't satisfy ungrateful people.
From Uncle Sam to be able to access.
So there you have it, folks. And where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall. So that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Yes. Go ahead, Tommy.
Mine is on happiness and it's from Joan Rebel. And she says, life goes by fast. Enjoy it. Calm down. It's all funny. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that change you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. We'll see each other tomorrow evening, God willing. Till then, good night.
Yeah. I don't. I wish I was a child again. I wish I a child again. A-G-A-I-N. By who? I'm trying to find a song here that Miss Sandra. Kevin Hutchinson. Miss Sandra Cruz, you saw that song in Guano. Let me see. KEVINHUCHINSON. One. All right. So we go try that one. All right, we go try that one, Miss Santa Cruz. Let me see. Song. Let me go to the chat. And before we play this song here, why is that thing not showing up like that? Okay, here we go. All right, let me go to the chat. Yeah. I got it. Let me see if there's anything in the in Miss Atlanta said. Miss Atlanta, you're afraid to. I could take my licks, you know. A wise man fill his brain before emptying his mouth. African proverb. I took this to heart. Have a wonderful week. All right. Whatever that is. What? Oh, stayed away from Trinidad too long. Grown. Let me. Is that? Reality say, no, I ain't reading that. I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah. But some say the cake had a crevice in it. The cake had a crevice in it. Yeah, mosquito crack. Oh God. You also make a cake out of one big mosquito. All right. I see that Florida. All right, closing comments. Volsang says you can't lose what you didn't have in the first. The Santa Cruz said till tomorrow, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated, and stay away from hypocrites like Gordon. No, we have our next God-fearing person in the I wonder if there's Gordon family, right? Party, God over demons, a party for the people, by the people, my policy. No more jobs, only if you to by creating your own business from your monthly check from our God. All right. Over God, another God-fearing person. Okay, I saw. Come on, man. One minute, folks. Let me see if there's any more. I saw another closing comment. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Santa Cruz closing comment. Be thankful for closed doors, bad vibes, and things that fall apart. It will protect you from things not meant for you. Thank you. So, folks, we are out of here. We see you tomorrow in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM from 7 to 10 p.m. right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go out with this song from Santa Cruz requested. Kerwin Hachian, right? Kerwin Hachian. How I wish I was a child again. We out of here. See you tomorrow.